Do you guys ever feel a little out of place with your current friend group? Or do you guys actually feel like you don't belong or you've lost the ability to connect with the current friends you guys have? Well, you guys aren't alone. In my journey, well, both mine and my wife's journey in this venture of financial freedom and entrepreneurship, we both started, well, I'll just speak on behalf of myself. I started like the majority of everyone, including you guys. I started from a corporate 9 to 5. My first job was McDonald's, was a fry maker, and worked all my way up. Let's fast forward it to 2021 when I was a senior engineer for a financial institute. When I was working for that type of environment, when I was working for a 9 to 5 and the big man on top, with my current friendship group, we all had something to talk about because we were all, in a way, yeah, our titles may not have been the same, but what we were all going through together was the exact same. I met a lot of my friends in corporate, and we had a lot to talk about. We had so much in common. Now, if we fast forward to when I had decided to take the red pill and I no longer wanted to do this for the rest of my life, I realized that I don't want to work in corporate for the rest of my life. That was a difficult decision to make. I just feel like I had taken the red pill and I feel like I had awoken from this day to day rat race that the rest of the world really is a part of. And when I had decided to do that, it started with, books, and it started with seminars. And even then, I was still working my 9 to 5, and I would talk to my coworkers about it. And I would say, hey, I just found an amazing way to invest. Everyone knows who Warren Buffett is. Not everyone knows who Charlie Munger is, but Charlie Munger is the right-hand man to Warren Buffett. Rest in peace, Charlie Munger. He was the right-hand man of Warren Buffett, which is the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. Everybody knows Warren Buffett, right? Biggest known investor, pretty much big titan in the investing world. Now, if I had told you guys that I can teach you how to invest exactly like Warren Buffett, would you be interested in something like that? Well, it would depend where you are in your journey. Are you ready to listen and are you ready to learn these things? Or are you guys like my old coworkers who we were trying to teach this information to and they didn't want to hear it out? I had said, hey, listen, I have a book and it can teach you step by step how to invest like Warren Buffett. Wouldn't you want to learn how to do that? And people are like, oh, it's all right. Yeah, I mean, I'll just let the professionals handle it. And that was the first time I really felt this resistance. Like, people are so reluctant to learn anything outside of what they've been taught or what they've been led to believe what a normal life is. And that's go to school, graduate college, rack up all this debt, and then eventually work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life until you're 65 years old. And then maybe, you will be lucky enough to have 10, 15 years, maybe 20 years remaining of your life to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. That is what normal has been taught to us. And I didn't want that. I realized I no longer wanted that. So after talking to my supervisor, after talking to my manager, after talking to a couple of my coworkers and my teammates, all these things that I was learning real estate, I was learning day trading, I was learning stock investments, and none of them wanted to hear it. It was the craziest experience ever. I was thinking to myself, if I was working in 9 to 5 and someone else came to me and said, RJ, I know a way that will help you obtain financial freedom and help expedite your retirement. Let's just call it the FIRE movement, right? So what was that? Financial independence, retire early. I think that's what that means. The FIRE movement. I would say, sure, teach me how to do it. I will have them explain to me the information. I will download the knowledge into my head. And then I will then make a decision, a calculated, personal, logical decision, whether the information they gave me was true or maybe it was just a little bit of fluff. But I would not outright just decline it and say, no, I don't want you to teach me that. I'm just going to work my 9 to 5 for how old am I? Probably another 30 years. No, that isn't that crazy to think about? But yet when I approach people and I say, hey, I have a way to help you obtain your version of financial freedom, people still to this very day don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. By the way, I am creating I want to say a community. I have one right now. It's a Discord and it is closed. It's exclusive invite only from when I had created it in the first place. But I'm going to open up a channel within that Discord so that people know that they have a community of like-minded individuals to feel safe and talk about entrepreneurship and taking the red pill and breaking away from the corporate 9 to 5. I am working on that, I promise. But back to my story, what I wanted to say was the experience with my coworkers, that's fine. I don't really care. They're my coworkers. Now, the crazier part is when I started to tell my friends, my close group of people, sometimes even my family. And it was the same experience. I was like, guys, listen, does everyone want to make money? I want to teach you guys some new knowledge. I want to teach you guys some information. Let's just talk about it. No one wanted to hear it. It was the craziest thing I've ever experienced, guys. I was almost frustrated to a point where I would sit back and I was like, why doesn't anyone want to learn this stuff? Why doesn't anyone want to hear this out? It was very interesting. And then eventually, yes, I had taken the plunge and the leap to quit the corporate 9 to 5. I had eventually been successful enough to say, hey, you know what? I'm done. I'm turning in my 2 weeks. One of the best moments of my life. And I want everyone to be able to experience that at one point or another. And then we still continued hanging out with our friends. And we had realized that in time, there was just nothing that we can talk about that we would be able to relate with one another. You know, the other side of that is the friends, they would just talk about their work. There would either be, oh, you know, just work again and 9 to 5 and, oh, I did this and I got a certification. And I would sit there and I'm like, I'm happy. I really am happy sincerely for you. But that is just no longer interesting to me. I want to talk to other people. I want to talk to other people that are trying to do what I'm doing and, you know, spiritually, financially, entrepreneurially, business-wise, investment-wise. I want to see what other people out there are doing because the conversations at those tables are completely different than conversations at people that are working in 9 to 5. There is nothing wrong with people that are working in 9 to 5. You will just notice that the conversations are absolutely different and you no longer can relate to them. This is spoken from true experience, and this is why they always tell you eventually down the road, there are friends that are seasonal and there's friends that'll just be there for a certain period of time, and then you will eventually graduate and want to hang out with just a different circle. And my wife and I sat there and we were like, we're no longer getting anything out of the gatherings that we're doing. And it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't leave a group feeling drained, exhausted, or you should leave a group feeling excited. You're like, oh, that was awesome. I had so much fun. And instead, it wasn't feeling like that. So I want to talk about people in your circle and making sure that you surround yourself with like-minded individuals. This is so important. You have to surround yourself with like-minded individuals because it is already difficult enough to make the decision to want to be better, to want to do better than 99% of the other people out there in society, they're just comfortable working their 9 to 5, but there are people out there that want to break through the corporate 9 to 5. They want to break the chains of that. They want to graduate and evolve and obtain financial freedom so that they can work however they please. They can hang out with whoever they please. They can go out to dinner and lunch with whoever they please. And that can only happen when you are no longer working for the big guy. When you have created a business for yourself, whether that's through YouTube, whether that's through creating a side business, and whether that is just doing stocks, day trading, real estate, there are many paths to financial freedom. That's the beautiful part of all this. But you guys will eventually have to realize that when you take this journey, it is difficult and it is lonely to do this, because not only are you going against the grain of what society has told you, your friends and your family are also conditioned. And so you're going against the grain from your friends, from your family, and you're going to find that it's quite lonely. It really, really is. And so I want to let you guys know that surrounding yourself or joining a mastermind is so important. It's so important because you want to surround yourself with people that are excited to be doing the same things you are doing. You want to be able to tell them all the exciting things without it sounding like you're bragging, which is what happens when you have friends that work a 9 to 5. You're just telling them all these exciting things you're doing. I just landed a new client. I just did this. We're over 100 subscription services. We broke $1 million. All these crazy things sound like bragging to the wrong group. But with the correct group, with a masterminded group, people will be happy for you. I can genuinely say I would be so happy for you if you came to me. All the people in the comment section, when they come to me and say, I just created my YouTube channel, I just posted my first video, super exciting. I think that is the sickest thing ever. I think that's really amazing that you guys did that. And that is the audience, that is the circle, that is the group you guys want to surround yourself with. Now, I am going to tell you guys a group I'm a part of, and some of you guys probably have heard me talk about it in the past, but that's because it's something that I feel has helped me and my wife last year surround ourselves and get connected and network with the correct people. We've met some amazing people. We've met some amazing individuals. Even today, it has created an equity partner in a fix and flip for me and my brother-in-law and my business partner. And that is, I'm going to share my screen now. That is GoBundance. And so if you guys haven't heard of GoBundance, I first heard about it through the Brandon Turner, Bigger Pockets Real Estate podcast, where they were talking about this GoBundance group, this mastermind group of guys. They opened it up to women and men now. There is a women's chapter, but originally it was men that are wanting to just do more and be more and get more out of life. And I was like, I'll check it out. Let's check out this GoBundance. Let's see what they have to offer. Maybe we can surround ourselves with like-minded individuals this way. And so I looked at GoBundance, and you can see elevate your network, your experience life, expand your world. A tribe of wealthy, healthy, generous men who choose to lead epic lives. I think they still need to change the wording in there because, the GoBundance group I'm part of is co-ed. And I want to show you guys a couple things here. So welcome to the Tribe of Millionaires. Also, if you haven't gotten that book, it's a pretty good read. GoBundance is a member-led mastermind built for the chasers, the overachievers, and the perpetual dreamers. Here we aim to provide the accountability, support, adventure, and education you need in your journey to becoming a better man, husband, father, friend, and entrepreneur. We're happy you're here. Grab life big. And so when you guys are like, hey, well, cool, what exactly does GoBundance do? They are a mastermind of guys that hold you extremely accountable to anything and everything you're doing. And when you have people that hold you extremely accountable, you would be surprised the fire that gets ignited under you when you know they're going to check up on you daily and coming up on the next week. So if I say, hey, I'm going to reach out to some marketing agents and I'm going to make sure I market a lot more, they're going to check on me probably halfway throughout the week. Hey, have you reached out to some marketing agents? How has the conversation go? You would be surprised just how powerful that is. In GoBundance, you have identified 6 key pillars to achieving a life of abundance. By setting sustainable goals and feeling inspired by other individuals doing the same, you become 1% better every single day. Also, a good book, it's called Atomic Habits, which is 1% better every single day. So, this is the GoBundance Abundant Framework. And these are the 6 pillars they focus on. So, for me, one of these was weaker. I think it was authentic relationships. So you have authentic relationships, you have bucket list adventures, genuine contribution, extreme accountability, age-defying health, and I'm going to scroll up here for you guys, horizontal income. Now, this is the collective net worth of GoBundance right now, $5.7 billion. And you're like, well, RJ, what is that? What does the net worth have anything to do with it? GoBundance is a closed, exclusive group. Nobody can just join out of the whim. Of course, like anything else, there is a cost associated to this, but I want to show you guys what I'm talking about here. If we scroll down, that's Matt King, that's the CEO of GoBundance. Here we go. So you have 3 different memberships. You have the Emerge membership. This has no minimum net worth requirement. So the community to grow into a whole life millionaire. You also have your Elite membership. So this one's a minimum net worth of $2 million and an annual personal income of $500,000. Applicants must meet at least one of the above requirements to qualify for the Elite membership. And then, of course, the creme de la creme of people out there, the Championship membership. So you need a minimum net worth of $10 million and submission of financial documents to verify. So that's why I was telling you about the net worth. Now, again, you don't need to have a net worth of 2 million. You guys can join the Emerge membership. And if you guys do decide to do that, just mention my name in there. Say, hey, RJ had, RJ had referred me to this. And they have a little section for you to type my name down anyways. But the Emerge membership allows you to still surround yourself with other people that are trying to graduate to the Elite membership. And that is an amazing group to start out with. And you will meet amazing people along the way on the Emerge membership. And then eventually the goal is to get to Elite membership. And whether you get the minimum net worth of 2 million through real estate, through stocks, through investments, through just whatever you need to do to get to the minimum net worth of 2 million, you'll be able to graduate and eventually join the Elite membership. And then that circle will be even more different than the Emerge membership. So this is the group I'm a part of. This is the group that helps me, I would say, expedite my current situation and where I kind of want to be in my life. And this is the power of masterminds. And this is the power of surrounding yourselves with like-minded individuals. And of course, again, I would love to build something on my own just because this is something I'm so passionate about, just because I've experienced this myself. I've experienced it from a professional environment to a personal environment. And I know just how important it is to surround yourselves with like-minded individuals, because it's already hard enough as is to choose this path, to choose the path of quitting a 9-to-5 and going against the grain and becoming a business owner, a real estate investor, a stock investor, a day trader, a YouTuber, a content creator. It's difficult, and it's already, you don't need it to be more difficult by being lonely in the process. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. I hope you guys really did learn, and probably I hope you guys can gravitate towards this situation, this scenario that I had experienced. And maybe if you guys can relate to it, let me know in the comments section below. But it is lonely. It really is lonely. And there is a quote, that's why Lamborghinis have 2 seats and a bus has many. And there's a whole lot more sayings like that. But when you get to this part of your journey, you're going to realize that it is lonely. It becomes lonely. Investing is lonely. Being an entrepreneur is lonely. And you don't need to be by yourself. You can join a mastermind like GoBundance. You can, in the future here, I'll have a community for myself where I would love to build a community of like-minded individuals trying to chase something, and I'll be able to teach you tactical things, literal step-by-step things. Hey, you want to open a business? Cool. Let's start with opening you an LLC. Then let's claim your domain. Let's do all these steps that I know how to teach you guys, and that's going to be hopefully down in the pipeline, and I'm super excited to do that. But this is very important, right? Your path, your journey to financial freedom, this is one of them. This is part of it. And I want to set expectations that people will not understand what you're trying to do. The people closest to you will not understand what you're trying to do. And so join a masterclass, join someone, join a local meetup group. Contact me, let me know in the comments section. When I have the Discord open, I'll be able to invite you guys. Don't stay with the group of people that will gaslight you out of this decision. So I hope you guys did enjoy that video. If you did, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel so we can reach more people trying to do this thing. And I will see you guys tomorrow.